fear forces you to move forward. When you outgrow a space, you start to feel stifled. So it's that moment to me where you gather that courage and that strength to take the leap, because you're in that moment of discomfort where you need to sort of burst out of your cage, so to speak. I left CNN and I had zero plan, no savings. It was something that I had to do for myself, and I knew at that moment that it was right. And I figured it out, because you have to, because you don't want to live in a shoebox. And I was living in LA at the time, which is not cheap. So when I left, entrepreneurs, you immediately get that muscle. You have to adapt, you have to be resourceful. And so you step into that change, and the courage comes. You have to kind of move forward into that fear and that discomfort and lean into it a little bit. Set a date for yourself, put it in your calendar, and that is your heart out. So whether it's 3 months from now or 3 years from now, you have a date set in your mind. And so then you can work backwards from that date. So if I say, okay, today, Lindsay, I'm going to give myself 3 months in order to make $50,000 in 3 months, right? So then I take that goal and I can work backwards from that goal and say, okay, then how much do I need to make a week in order to make $50,000 in 3 months? So you can work backwards and make your goals smaller for each day or each week or each month, depending on your scale. So then that means for someone at a job or looking to jump into entrepreneurship or to the next level at their current job, that means you have to do some sort of planning. So I would map it out. If you're that type of person, I am not. If you are that type of person, map it out for yourself. Give yourself steps. Okay, on Mondays, I need to be doing this in order to reach that 3-month goal. Wednesdays, I need to be doing this to reach that 3-month goal. In 2 weeks, I need to have all these things done to reach that goal. You have to break it down so that it's easier for you to digest, and then you can see the full vision. So if your mind works like that and you're more planning and logistical, by all means, have at it. Make the list, set the goal, but I challenge you to not just say, oh, I'm going to take the leap one day. One day is a horrible word. It's about boundaries. We always talk about boundaries in the workplace and boundaries with bosses and things like that. But the first boundary is with yourself. And when you decide to take the leap, whether it's into entrepreneurship or the next level at your job, the boundary starts with yourself. So you have to say, okay, self, I'm going to work X number of hours a day, and then I'm going to close my computer. I'm going to give myself off every Friday. I'm going to work perhaps every Sunday if that's your jam. You have to set those boundaries for yourself up front.